This is the story. Everyone thinks, oh, some lady spilled a little hot coffee on her and she sued for millions. She became a millionaire because she spilled a little hot coffee on her. Hi, guys.
This is pretty much been explained.
Jonathon Daily.
Next thing, we're going to talk about the McDonald's case. So the McDonald's hot coffee case. I'm just going to talk about what everyone thought of, right? This is the story. Everyone thinks, oh, some lady spilled a little hot coffee on her and she sued for millions. She became a millionaire because she spilled a little hot coffee on her, and everyone's, it's ridiculous, right? It's right, really when personal injury was becoming more and more of a trending topic in the United States. So the actual case is Liebeck versus McDonald's. So who was involved? Stella Liebeck, 79-year-old woman, McDonald's Corporation, obviously, we all know that. So it happened in 1992. So again, the 90s, when personal injury was really starting to ramp up and become a serious industry. So McDonald's corporate policy required coffee to be served at 180 to 190 degrees Fahrenheit. At this temperature, skin suffers third-degree burns. Third-degree burns in 2 to 7 seconds. So liquids penetrate clothing and worsen burns. By comparison, home coffee brews at around 135 to 150 degrees. So we're talking about a substantial 50-degree difference in how hot this coffee was. So it's not just a little warm coffee fell on her, and it was their corporate policy to serve coffee that hot. Not a good look for McDonald's. Other restaurants typically serve coffee 20 to 30 degrees cooler. And this is the major one that people just don't understand about this case, is the actual significance and how substantial these damages were and the injuries that were suffered by Liebeck. So Liebeck did not merely get minor burns here. She suffered third-degree burns on her groin, thighs, and buttocks. Burn depth down to the muscle. The burns went all the way down to her muscle and fatty tissue. I mean, and she was older, so right, I mean, you could expect her skin probably did not hold up as well with the coffee. Required skin graft surgeries, hospitalized for 8 days, needed 2 years of follow-up treatment. So, and here's a big one that people don't think, and people kind of, I don't know if it was propaganda or what during the time, but people think that this was someone just trying to get a money grab. Well, she actually only requested $20,000 from McDonald's at first. That's right, she only requested $20,000, which was asking basically for them to pay her medical bills, which were approximately $10,000 to $20,000 at the time, and McDonald's refused, and they offered her $800. And throughout discovery, it showed that McDonald's had over 700 prior burn complaints. The jury's verdict, $200,000 in compensatory damages, which were reduced to $160,000. Now, keep in mind the year. This is way back then, because she was partially at fault, so it was reduced to $160,000. $2.7 million in punitive damages, which was approximately 2 days' worth of McDonald's coffee revenue. So a judge later reduced the punitive damages to $480,000. The total judgment became $640,000, so not millions. And then the case later settled confidentiality, because enforcing judgments is not just a simple thing, especially against a giant corporation like McDonald's. So the case later settled confidentially for less than $600,000 per jury. Again, the myth was that she spilled coffee on herself, got millions. Not true. It was her fault. She was driving. She was found somewhat comparatively at fault, so somewhat true, but no, she was not driving. She was parked. She placed the cup between her knees to add the cream and sugar, and that's when she spilled. Anyone knows coffee is hot. Coffee was dangerously hot. I mean, it was. Just look at the third-degree burns. That's pretty intense. Myth number 4. Frivolous lawsuits are out of control. No, the damages were there, right? If damages aren't there, then maybe you could say it's frivolous, but when someone is burnt that severely, then it's a case. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about when it comes to the Liebeck McDonald's case. Hopefully we debunked a couple myths that you might have had and thought. And if you have a case, you're not sure if you have damages or not, give us a call. But that's the biggest thing is laymen, people who aren't attorneys, if they think they have a case, you got to have damages. Damages, damages, damages.
For the latest in case updates, legal tips, news, and politics, make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and our other socials, and above all, subscribe on YouTube to get your dose of excellence on a daily basis.